Good morning. Welcome. It is Wednesday morning. It is 10:30. We are going to be doing some prepping for D&D using Fantasy Grounds. So today we're going to be doing mapping. All about the maps. Because I was trying to explain my characters are going into this location. And as I was explaining it to it, I had this picture in my mind. It was very clear. And as the words were coming out of my mouth, I was realizing this is just not making sense to anybody. Um, so we're going to make a map from scratch. There is nothing, I was not able to find anything online that's even close to what I was looking at. And I'm not really surprised because I'm looking for a very particular thing. So we're going to go for it. That's what we're doing today. So welcome. Start with a quote for today. Alrighty. So I think what we're going to do is let's go ahead and throw the stream chat over here so that since we're going to be just doing a map today, this way you guys can see the previous chats, at least for now. All right, so since we're making a new image, there's a couple different ways. What I'm doing is I'm going to make it in the new images. I opened up my images first. I want to make it in the correct spot, in the right group, but I don't have a group called, you see here, Nash Callan Wednesdays. I don't have one for my images. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Click on the add category. Click. And what it does is it automatically names it group 1. So it's going to be called, I'm putting an asterisk in front of it so that way it'll be on top. This one will be Nashkel. And then we stop. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. All right, so now I'm going to go back down to group and delete the ones I wanted. The little pin disappeared. All right, so go down to group, delete, boom. Stop editing groups, there it is. All right, so now we go into Nashkel. You see there's nothing there. Right click, come down, create an item. All right, so in my silliness, I forgot that the chat's not going to show up. Um, so we're just going to leave it over here to the side. Okay, so here's my new map. You can kill the images now. I only had the story up so I could see and make sure they were consistent. But since I'm here, I do want to show you. Oh, these are something else. These are the. Okay, so this is for the pins that I'm making for my map, my Nashkel map. That's what that's for. All right, so let's see. Wednesdays. Here we go. Under Nashkel. Nope. So I found an image on the interwebs. Go to Assets. I'm going to go to Campaign. There it is, Underground. So we're going to throw this here in the story. Create the image record. Throw it into the story. Boom. So now we have access to that image in our storyline. I'm also going to throw this over here just to have it there, and I might move it around, do something else with it later. All right, so now first thing you want to do is you want to set your grid. Turn down the grid. Boom. We're going to leave it at 50-50. The expert, Josh Watma, who works at Smartworks, says you should be 100 and 100. So, but I find that a little large for me personally, but whatever works for you. So this is going to be called underground dock. Underground dock. All right, I know the reading letters. Wow, I cannot speak to you. I know the letters are very small today, but it's because I'm going to be working on the map, so I don't really care that the letters are small because you don't really need to read anything. All right, so we're going to open up our assets. So the concept is we want a river, an underground river, surrounded by rock, and then we want a dock, a passage leading to this little area, a small rock walkway on one side, and then we're going to add ropes or chains. So, and a boat. Let's zoom out a bit. Boom, boom, boom. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for rock. I'm in images. I don't want to be in images. I don't remember where he has things like walls and such. So I don't think it's images. It's going to take a moment because I have a lot of rock. See, lots of rock. So we're going to go to all. So let's go to, instead of just searching for something like walls or something, I want to go to underground map pack, which is F for fantasy grounds, crests, coastlines, decals. I believe this is where it is, underground. So I have underground 2 and underground 1. So let's start with 1. Go with brushes. All right, so here's our 4x4 tunnel. Here's our tunnel wall. So I'm going to have water. So I'm going to go with this. I think this will work. As our tunnel leading up and into where we want to go. All right, so let's go with our layers. We're going to go with our painting layer first. We're going to go with line. Slap this bad boy in there. Boom. Right now it's 4x4. So that means it's 10 feet. I want it to be about double that. So let's go 8. Maintain the aspect lock so it keeps what it's doing. So that is, as you look at it over the grid, 20 feet across. That's about what I want it to be. Yes. All right. So if I was going to, this is very uniform. But if you look at the picture we have of the underground picture, let me see if I mess this up. I want this open so you guys can see what I'm trying to do. Here we go. it looks pretty darn uniform to me. So slap it in there, go to 8, keep the aspect, boom, there we go. All right, so it's uniform. I'm gonna have it come up a little bit, turn, and go. I'll have it come from the north. So we're going to just get going. I'm going to start actually from the dock first and move this way. So when you're drawing, you want to make sure you draw from where the quill point is. Ignore the image from where the quill point is. All right, so I don't know if this is going to work positionally. Sometimes it has to play with it first. So let's see. We're going to start indent just a smidge. We want to be right on the line and go. Perfect. Except I turned it. All right, so let's go ahead and Control Z. So I'm going to hold Shift, which will lock it into place. There we go. So it's going to go. All right, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, good. Now I let go, Shift, and I draw it up. Okay, so I messed up. Let's Control Z, the last one. All right, so I'm going to, I let go of the mouse instead of just the thing. So we're going to pick up where we left off and turn a little bit. There we go. That's what I wanted. Boom. All right. So there is our underground tunnel. Now we need to add some water. So I don't remember if this comes with line of sight. Let's see. It does not. All right. So what you do is you go here, click on painting. You go duplicate paint layer as walls. Click. Okay, that is not what it normally does. Okay, I've never seen it do that before. Okay, so what we do here is we're in our wall line of sight. You click on select and you can just select them all and delete. Okay, well that was different. Normally it does exactly what you expect it would do. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our paint layer. Again, paint, make sure we're clicking on, so this one is gone. We don't need that duplicate paint. So we're going to name it by double clicking on it. Maybe, come on. And it's going to be called Riverbed. So we click on it because we're adding to that same layer. Drag this in. This is 8. We are maintaining. So what I do is I always go back in a little bit. So instead of starting right on the line, I go back a little bit. There we go. All right, so they're not going to be fighting on this map. So this is just a quick visual representation of what I've been trying to explain. So I don't have to go into a lot of detail. We're not going to be spending a lot of time on this. So I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours. I just want them to see in a picture. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. So there's our riverbed. So now we're going to go to our, well, let's finish drawing it and then we'll worry about the line of sight. So we can zoom in a bit because this is mostly what they're going to see. So now I want to have a little bit of a walkway here where they're along the floor where they come in with a path leading up to it. So going to, so this is the underground map pack. We're going to go up all the way out. Let's go to map pack 2. See what brushes we have. Well, there's some walls there. Cave wall brush, shadow brush, step brush. What does this look like? It's hard to tell from here. All right. Okay, nice. I'm going to use this one. So I do want it to be significantly different um, because one is a riverbed, one is where they're walking and stuff. So I'm just trying to move the map. If you click down on the mouse wheel and drag, it should move the map. It's not behaving right this second. Let's see. See if this will work. There we go. There we go. All right. So this is the path leading up, and then I'm going to have it also be the walkway. So right now it is much bigger than I want it to be. 4 by 12. I'm going to double this and have it be that wide. So let's go with 2, because the line of sight is going to be about where the shade is. Let's try 2.2. See what that looks like. 2.2. We're going to maintain this aspect lock. There we go. All right, so as we zoom in, it's just more than 2. That's about what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and make it an even 2. And then, there we go. All right, so our passageway is going to lead up to here. Again, they're just, going to be looking at this map briefly. So I'm not that concerned. We're going to start just beyond the line because I want the tip of it to be covered. And then, so actually, I'm going to try something here. Let's see. We're going to see if this works. Whoop, whoop. I want to make a new painting layer. Boink. There we go. So this is going to be cavern wall. All right. So we're going to, oops, escape, Control Z. All right. So now let's try this again. So I'm going to be putting this under it eventually, but so let's try. I have an idea. Let's see if it works. It is facing the opposite way of what I want. So Control Z. We're going to flip. Try it again. Perfect. All right. And now this is the passage they took to get here. So now I'm going to do the exact opposite. Flip it again. Flip. Dang it, I shouldn't have flipped it. Okay, so Control Z. Flip it because I'm going the opposite direction. It's going to paint it the opposite direction as well. There we go. So this side is going to be a little bit different and varied. Perfect. Now we turn. and we go like so. Perfect. Now we're going to put you under the river. All right, so this is the walkway they came in. Now, does this one have a line of sight? It does not. Okay. Some of these things have line of sight built in. I think if you, it may not work because we're painting instead of layering. So I don't know what all the details on that is. Josh Watma, he would be the one to know those type of things. So okay, so anyway, so we're done with this. Let's see if we have a dock. Oh, I gotta go all the way up to everything. Dock. What's up, Doc? Like that. You get it? You get it?
Wow.
Okay, here's the dock. It's what we wanted. This one right here is perfect. All right, so I'm just going to go to the layers. Just going to slap this puppy right on it. Okay, so now we go to our clickety layer selection, our dock. We're going to resize it to, let's go with 4. There we go. Rotate it. Okay. Let's see if we can shift and turn it. No. All right, so let's try. Okay, that locks it in. So if we freeform it with control, there we go. Boink. All right, so now we're going to make it just a smidge bigger. A little bit more, a little bit more. Okay. Now we're also going to slide it down. Boom. We'll leave it just a little bit from the edge. Okay. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger on this side. It's going to overlap just a bit, and it's not going to go all the way to the other edge. All right, there we go. Perfect. So there's our dock. Now we need a little bit of floor. So let's go with floor. All right, so we want to find something that's close to this. Move our assets over a little bit. Move your ass over a little bit. That's close. Right here is pretty darn close. Make it a little darker, but that's pretty close. Floor rocks, okay. Now we're on floor lamps. Okay. All right, so while we're here, I'm just going to grab this real quick. Go back to my painting. We're going to go to make a new painting layer. I'm going to call this one Aging. Could also call it Entropy if you want to be fancy. We're going to throw this one on here. I'm going to change the tint, change the opacity way down. Boink. Say OK, and then we're going to go to the stamp tool. Boof. Bring it up. Boof. So what we're doing is we're just adding some effects to the dock to make it look weathered a little bit. There you go. Just a little bit of difference. It makes it look a little different. Again, they're just going to be looking at this quickly. Now we're still looking for a rock floor. All right, so none of this is important. I think we're going to go with the one we saw a moment ago, floor rocks. So we're going to throw this onto, it needs to be underneath here. So we'll just do a new painting wall, a new painting layer. Boof. All right, we're going to bring it way down, shift. Okay, and we're going to darken it a bit. So we're going to open up the tint color picker. We're going to go to our color picker. And we're going to pick like this. Too dark. Okay, so let's go for the lighter one. Oops, Control Z. Control Z, there we go. We're going to go to the color picker. Let's go with a lighter one. There we go, perfect. All right, so again, this is going to be underneath. So we're just going to go boof and boof. Close this and then take our which one did I just have this under? Okay, I put it in aging. That was not where I wanted it. I wanted to do a new one and okie dokie. Well, so what we're going to do then is we will duplicate it. And then we're on our copy, we're going to take the erase and erase this part. And then we're going to rename this to aging, which is what it should be. And we're going to rename this to rocks. Rocky floor. Because that's what that is. All right, so now our aging is back. Boom. Okay. So that's our basic river, our walkway. Now what we want to do is we want to going to bring down some of this white. So let's go to our shadow. We will type in shadow. It's going to take a minute because I have a misspelling. But there's a bunch of shadow things from shadow creatures, shadow realms, shadow, tons of things that are named shadow. So it takes a minute for my assets to load. There we go. So we've got this one, which is like a fading shadow. Let's keep going, shall we? All right, so we got our circles or lines. I think I'll go with the circle. Let's just do something like this. So we're going to add another painting layer. Go to our paint. Make sure it's clicked. This is shadows. We will take this, boom. All right, just make it smaller by holding Control and using the mouse wheel. You can also type in the numbers here if you want. We're just going to start by just clicking on these. Oh, it is on the line right now, so we want to switch to stamp. All right, that's actually pretty close to what I wanted. Just that make it smaller, and then we'll just drop in a couple more because the whole point is just wanted to mute that whiteness for a moment, which is what that did. All right, now let's go ahead and add our water, shall we? So we go to water. I've got beeps and blips and things happening on my phone. So while this is loading our water, we will check and see what's happening. Prep D&D. Spam detected. Okay. Sorry about that. Wonderfulness. All right, so now we've got another painting layer for our water. Here's a good one right there. We'll throw this on here and see if we can find a better one. So there's an underwater package. And so all these things are named underwater. Oh, ooh, I like the green water. It matches our picture. See, our picture is green. I'm going to go with the green water. I like that idea better. Boom. All right, so I'm not going to keep looking. I'm good with that. Actually, we're going to keep this because I do want to have, there's froth. Let's see if we can find the froth effects. Because I don't know of what they're actually called. So otherwise I would just look, there we go. Water splash was one of them. Take a look, go back. Water splash. All right, so we'll keep that on there. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, and it's even see-through, which is perfect. I like it. All right, so it's just a smidge too big. So let's go with 3.3 point, let's say 7. There we go. So it shows. Good, 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 good. Now we're going to make it a line. Zoom out so we can see what we're doing here. I'm going to start under the, actually I'm going to start over here under the thing. Come on, what's happening? There we go. All right, so now we're going to zoom back in and sort of try to get a perfect balance between zooming in and zooming out. Because we want to be able to see what we're doing, but we also want to be able to see it all at once. There we go. Boom. So let's draw this water. It's going the wrong way. Okay, Control Z. Rotate. There we go. That's what we want. Nice and pretty river. Boom. I'm gonna redeem that again. Actually, I'm gonna redeem the other one. There it is. It is 30. Okay. River. All right, and now we put the river underneath the dock. Cavern wall. All right, so cavern wall has to be below the river. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll worry about this in a minute. So I'll just do the line of sight differently. I'll fix it in a minute. All right, so there's our river. We're going to add the splash. Where's the splash? Oink. All right, we're going to do another paint. Call it splash. We're going to make this a lot bigger. And we're going to bring it down and make it match this. No, that's too dark. Let's see, can we get the, let's go with like the lightest light we can get. Let's see. Hey, Atomic Hero Squad. Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii. They had ads on my show, on my channel, huh? Interesting. That's better. That's closer to what I wanted. Doing a little mapping today. Just doing a little mappy map. This is what the characters are looking at as they're standing on the dock. This is what you see. Played a demo for Chris Tales. Neat game. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by, Atomic. Yesterday was a hodgepodge. Did like 3 or 4 games. Today we ended with Asphalt. Very cool. I actually picked up Asphalt 9 on my phone. It has a lot of different benefits that I like over some other. This isn't really working, so let's try something else. Other racing games in that there's short snippets, so I can just, play it for 3 minutes if I want, or 2 hours if I want, because it's got the short little snippets. Okay, so this splash looks like about it, except for the waterfall, where the waterfall ends. I was just looking for some ripples or something different. Let's try this again with the original color, and then just bring it down the opacity. Change the size, there we go, and then zoom in a bit so we can see how this looks. Flip it. Escape, stamp it. All right, add another one here. This is mostly just to break up the monotony of the river, make it look and feel like a real river would. We're going to change. Okay, come on, catch up with me. change the size, shift it a little bit, and sort of duplicate this. Flip it. All right, so it gives us a little bit of a stuff. Cool. All right, last thing I want to do, just for fun, because I just thought of it and I thought it would be neat, is there's some rocks, water rocks. I believe they're on a page before. There they are. So we can, while we're going to say, okay, cancel. Now we're going to go to our layers. We're just going to drop this puppy right on here. Boom. And boom. And what this will do is we're going to, now we can manipulate it. Now that we've slapped him on there. Start with him. We're going to rotate it. And then we're going to drop it under the river. See? And of course, we're going to make it a lot smaller. Let's go to 2. And then we're just going to move it a little bit. And do the same thing. We're going to turn it so the water's flowing together. Okay, it looks like it's flowing 2 different ways. Looks like the water's flowing this way and this way. So let's put it under the water, see what it looks like. Flip it. Alright, doesn't really matter. Now we're going to slide it over to here. So it'll be at the edge of their vision. Boom. Alright, so there we go. There's our underground river. Again, we're not fighting here, it's just to give them an idea of what they're seeing, because when I was trying to explain it, I wasn't able to explain it very well. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time nitpicking this picture. Let's do some line of sight. And then we're going to add the boat. All right, let's add the boat first. That's fine. Whatever. Let's go with boat. See what we have. There we go. That's boats. That's boats. It's not a sailboat. It is a rowboat. Ooh, there's a one. Ooh, I like this one right here with the oars in it. I like it. I like it a lot. That one's not bad either. Maybe I'll go with this one. Let me see. See what it looks like. All right, so if you zoom in, it gets all blurby. What happens with this one? It's a tiny, tiny one, but the definition is a lot better if you zoom in on it. Okay, so let's see. Why isn't this going away? Is this a token or something? Let me see. Is it a token? It is a token. Delete. All right, so let's let you move it around. So point just like this. If you go to Shift, now you go to Control, make it bigger. Come on. There we go. All right, so there's a pretty big boy. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to put this, well, flip it. One, two, three. I want it to be about 15 feet long, 20 feet long. so that it looks like everybody can fit in it. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to control shift, move it down a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put this here as sort of a as a token. I'm going to take it and go right click and go visibility, set always invisible. So it's gone. The token itself is gone. Oh, hey, look at that nifty neato. Why is it colored? Oh no, that's right. The first one is that one. Very cool. Very cool. First time I've seen my own little what are they called? Icons? Emojis?
Wow.
Very neat. Very neat. I like it. All right. Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on trying to get some more of those, uh, and fantasy related probably. Um, Not sure what the legalities are. If I can just search for free stuff and use it, or if I have to draw my own. How any of that works. I might do a combination of the two. We'll see. But that's awesome. Very cool. Nice to see. Uh, nice to see it in use. All right. So we have the token. It's invisible. The reason I have the token at all is just in case for some weird reason I want to have a token I can move along. So what I'm now going to do is go back to my painting layer and put this in as a picture. This thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. So we're going to go 5 wide. There we go. Rotate it. We are in stamp mode, so we put it right where it was. Boof. Okay. Now, because it's covering up our river rock, we'll now go to our layers. And we'll just slide this over a little bit. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with this is duplicate it. Wait a minute, is that what I think it is? It is, but I think it is. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate it. Take the copy, change the color. 0, 0, about 75. And this one should be about 100, I think. What just happened? 0, 0, 75, 100. And then we take it and we move it down. Okay, so what we're doing is we're making a shadow. We hold control to move the shadow a little bit. Boom. We want it on this side. Yeah, we'll put it on this side. There we go. And then of course you move it under. Boink. So it's got a shadow. All right, so we're pretty much done. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a little dock, a boat, um, and then I wanted chained, but I don't think we have chain or rope. Let's see, chain. So the concept, I might just draw this by hand. Yeah, that's all they have is for chain. Let's see what they have for rope. Well, there is a rope brush. Oh, here we go. This will work. That one will work. This is called, here's a rope brush I could use. So the concept is there are ropes strung along both walls, and you're then able to pull yourself using the rope. Um, so let's go ahead and try this, see what happens. We'll go to paint. So this is the boat. This is boat shadow. I don't really know what that one is. Let's see, is that anything? Turn it off. Oh, that's the splash. So then this must be nothing. This one is the one that's nothing. Turn it off. Destroy it. Okay, so now we go to a new painting layer. This is going to be rope. Wrong one. We're going to throw this guy in here. Boom. All right, and now we're going to go to line. We got our paint, our rope selected. So we're going to start over here so I can get a feel for it before we actually go crazy with it. We'll zoom in, move over. Go to there, and then let's go ahead and fix this one. Back to the line, back to the line. And then we take this coiled rope here and drop it in. Make it a little smaller. No, it's fine the way it was. Boom. We'll make it a little darker. Can we? Let's see. Let's go with color picker. Too dark. Color picker. Trying to find the right shade for it. That's close enough. Stamp. Boom. Okay. All right, so there's a rope. Goes along the wall. Dadgummit, it did it again. All right, so let's go back to our rope. Poof. Go to our erase. Go to our click. Align. Okay. That's close enough. Yep, that's good for what I wanted. It just shows that the rope is there and attached to the wall. Let's go to torch because they have torch sconces. See, little things like this right here. Boom. That one right here. This is what I was looking for. Boof. Stamp. I'm going to make it a little darker just because. Yoink. 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 These are hard to see. There we go. Make it a tiny bit smaller. There we go. Boink. Boink. So again, not spending tons of time on this. The whole point is just to show that these actually do undo the very last one and do turn it. I just want to shift, turn it. There we go. Boom and shift. Boom. All right. There we go. So now you see there's things. Oops, here we go. We need one here. Things holding them in place. All right, so now we have an idea. They have a clear picture of what's happening when they come down here. They get in the boat, use the rope to pull them down, pull themselves along. Perfect. Last thing we need, we're out of time. So last thing I'm going to do is line of sight. I'm actually going to do it really quick because even though I don't have the time, because it doesn't take long. I'm just going to go click. I don't mind if they see a little bit of the outside, so it's not that big a deal. Same thing with these walls. It's just a general view of this the cavern they came from and where they went. I don't know why it went that far down. No. All right, I didn't mean to go that much. All right, here, start again. Click. Come on, people. You're killing me. You're killing me. Click. There we go. Line again. Just have to be more definitive in my clickiness. More definitive clickiness. And then if I remember right, you hold control. Nope, I was wrong. Anyway, did we do it? Yeah, we did it. All right, so there's your line of sight. So what do people see? We'll go to play mode. We go to enable line of sight. We'll grab our combat tracker real quick. So Atomic, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Those of you watching later, it's Atomic_Hero Squad. Check them out every morning, Monday through Friday. Nice variety of games. Interacts well with his community. Definitely somebody you want to watch. Come on. There we go. Goodness sakes. And we'll just drag Stream Eyes in here real quick. So as they come down, actually they aren't going to be coming down, but as they're standing here, let's do player preview. There we go. And that's what they see. So as they come down, boom, see. That is exactly what I wanted to show and have them see. So, Beautimus, Beautimus, Beautimus. Where was that sound alert? I am happy. Let's go ahead and go with this token. Delete the token. All right, so now we just want to make sure this is linked in the story. Close this. Where's my story? Story. So this is the picture I just showed you. I must have clicked it twice. So there's a picture, and that's linked in there. And now let's go ahead and under Nashkel is where we're doing. So this one, Underground Dock, boom, right there. Clicky, clicky, absolutely. Getting a little click happy, as the kids say. All right, so thanks again. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. Have questions? Leave them in the comments below. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.